everyone, and welcome to my channel, Inspired Birdie. So as per the label of this video today, it's all about 2020 fall home decor DIY crafts. And most of the DIYs you're going to see today are going to be using items directly from the Dollar Tree. There may be a few items from Dollarama, which is the Canadian dollar store. But most of this stuff is from Dollar Tree, and then one piece that isn't, which I will explain as I go through each of the DIY crafts. So let's just jump right into it. As you can see, I've laid everything out on my table here. There's a lot going on. I have some ideas in my head, but looking at this is a scattered mess. So we're just going to jump right into it. And to start, you can see I do have a tarp down because I'm going to be painting a few items, and we're just going to jump right into it. Okay, so step one for me as I get started for my DIYs today is I'm actually going to be painting a few things for some of the different DIYs. So feel free to skip this part if you're not looking to do any kind of painting, but as I go through each of my DIYs, I will of course recall what I did paint and didn't paint. So if you want to paint, you'll know. But today I'm going to be painting this jar. This is actually a Classico sorry, a Classico jar from spaghetti sauce that I actually just kept and cleaned out. But again, you can just buy, mason jars from the Dollar Tree. This is a plastic pumpkin that I got from the Dollar Tree, and I just want to see if I can paint it and make it look a little bit more, I don't know, a little bit better. Right now it looks very plasticky, so I just want to see what I can do with it. And then I might be painting this as well. I'm not sure yet, but these are craft bottles that I got from the Dollar Tree during Valentine's Day. And then I may also be painting some leaves that I got from the Dollar Tree. These are the fall foliage garland. And then what I'm going to be using is some chalk paint that I already had at home. If you're not invested in chalk paint, but you want to be, it's a really great item to have on hand, and it goes a long way. It lasts a really long time. So I actually had this chiffon cream that I'm going to use today, which was about $15 Canadian. And then this is just a chalk brush that I also got. Both of these are from Home Depot, and this was about $5. But like I said, you can just skip this altogether, or you could use paint from places like the Dollar Tree. So if you do want to skip ahead, check out the description below. I will have the different times of when the DIYs start. Hey guys, so for this first DIY, I'm actually going to be using this sign that I did get from Dollar Tree. I got this last year, but they do still have them available this year. I've seen them, and I used this for something that I did last year, and I'm just not into that style anymore, so I want to use this, and I will be painting it. So again, you don't need to paint, you don't need to have chalk paint, but I am using my chiffon chalk paint. I love that color for fall. It's like a creamy, not really white, but a really beautiful cream color that I'm just really into this year for fall. But by all means, you don't have to paint it, and if you do want to paint it, you can grab one from the Dollar Tree. They've got tons of paint at the Dollar Tree, and they do even have types of chalk paints as well. So that's the first item, and the second item I'm using is going to be this. Now this is, I don't believe this is from the Dollar Tree. I purchased this a year ago, and I'm pretty sure this is from Dollarama, which is the Canadian dollar store. However, very easy to duplicate with items from the Dollar Tree. Very easy to purchase these little pumpkins, leaves, and just stick it all together on a stick like that. So very easy to duplicate. So this is gonna be hopefully an easy DIY. Let's get started. All right guys, so just finishing up with this DIY here. So this one here is gonna definitely need more paint because I've already put 2 coats and you can still see kind of the words, but I'm gonna go ahead and just get this going and paint afterwards. So what I was planning to do with, again, this piece, I don't even know what you call these, is I'm actually just going to tie it on here with some twine. I'm not gonna glue it. I'm just gonna tie it, if I can find my scissors somewhere here. And then I'm going to paint around it, but I just want to get it in place to start. Pulled out my favorite leaves that I might want to incorporate, and then I went ahead and grabbed my burlap. Now I've had this burlap for years. It is from Dollar Tree. It's why it's a lot bigger than the one that you see. Sorry, it's from Dollarama, which is why it's so much bigger than the one that you see at Dollar Tree, but you can get the one at Dollar Tree for about that length there. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm actually going to use it as a floral decor. So let's jump right into that one. All I'm doing, guys, is just gluing some of the edges at the top here so that it doesn't keep opening up. But really quickly, I also get asked all the time about these clips. These are from Dollar Tree in their craft section. They're amazing. I highly, highly recommend investing in them. It's just great for holding items so that they really glue down and, you know, you're not sitting there having to do it yourself. All right, so moving on to this vase that I painted that you would have seen with the chalk paint, and then I used some sandpaper to, you know, scuff it up a little bit and give it that farmhouse look, and added the burlap at the top. So I had a really hard time with this. I just couldn't decide what I wanted it to look like. Nothing I was doing I liked. And then I realized I was missing greenery. So I pulled this greenery from my Christmas stash. It is from Dollar Tree, but Dollar Tree didn't have any picks for fall at my location. They were all sold out. So check yours if you're interested in this, because they do have them. So as you saw, I took the Christmas pick from Dollar Tree and I just painted the gold. You can still see some of the gold, but it's not as harsh, you know, with that like harsh Christmassy kind of feel to it. And when I added it in, I absolutely love it now. I went ahead and added in the daisies, and I added in the little baby daisies, and that's exactly what I needed. I loved it. Now I could leave it like this, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and hot glue some twine around here and at the very bottom, just to continue that like rustic kind of look. For this next DIY, I'm actually using this sign that I got from the Dollar Tree, but I don't like it because of all the glitter. I just feel like it looks, I don't know, really cheap. If you like it, sorry, that's my own preference. I don't really like it. But I'm gonna use this burlap-like bow. It's kind of a burlap, but it's like a plastic underneath. It's kind of interesting, but I do love these colors. So I'm gonna be using this as well from the Dollar Tree, and I'm going to paint this. So that is the idea. Simple as that, but let's see how it turns out. I had a hard time getting off this thing here, which I really actually like. So I'm going to keep this possibly for something else, but I had a hard time getting it off. You can still kind of see the glue there. I really tried hard. I even contemplated painting the back, but I like this texture on the front. So I'm going to leave it as is. You can still see the welcome friends, but when I'm done with it, I'm sure we're not going to see it. And the idea with this is I'm just going to add on this really pretty burlap bow, and I'm going to put it on in a way that you hopefully can't see the stuff behind it, is going to be the idea, to just position it a little bit angled. Still be able to see the friends part a little bit. But at the end of the day, I don't really think you'll be able to tell. Alright guys, so for this DIY, I'm going to be using either of these pictures that I have here. So this one is from the Dollar Tree, and this one is from the Dollarama Canadian Dollar Store. They were the exact same price. And then I'm going to use some of this faux, it's like a laminate, I can't remember what you would call this, but it's a laminate sheet That's from Dollarama, the Canadian dollar store. I love this color. I have used it for several different projects I've done at home. And then I'm going to use this picture frame as well, which is from the Dollar Tree, but I'm going to paint the frame because black is just not, you know, part of the decor that I'm going for. So I'm going to paint it with that cream chalk paint, which again, you can, you know, paint yours whatever color you want. But as an alternative, you can also get different, you know, if you don't have this type of stuff available to you, Dollar Tree often has different types of like activity pads. So like this, for example, that have, so this I got from the Dollar Tree, and it has faux like paper that you can use, and then you can just use that to glue down and organize however you like. But let's get into this. I'm going to start off with the painting. All right, so the next step is going to be applying this contact. I keep saying contacts, I just can't remember, like self-adhesive faux wood, I guess. And what I'm going to be doing is attaching it actually to the cardboard of the photo. I'm not actually going to use the glass at all. The glass is just going to make the project too heavy, so I'm going to directly add it to the backing of the photo. All right, so I just put down the contact paper. It looks fantastic. Now, again, if you don't have access to this and you get one of these activity packs from the Dollar Tree, they come with tons of pages. I think it's like 6 to 8 pages of each color. So you can easily just line them up and make sure that they're lined up so that they match, and it will look really great. Now for the decor, and this could change, but currently, I've decided that I'm going to go ahead and use the fall foliage garland from the Dollar Tree, and I'm going to actually go ahead and use this sign. Now that could change. This is the sign that I got from Dollarama, or I might use this one from Dollar Tree. I don't know. I'm leaning towards this one because it matches more the background, but I'm wondering if they would wash each other out, and I should go with a darker. I'm only going to know once I'm at that point. So guys, so that is it for my DIYs today. I hope you enjoyed. I showed you guys everything, including DIYs that didn't really turn out the way that I expected, and I thought that I would just end this video with what I actually really like and I'm going to use, and what I'm still on the fence about or just didn't turn out the way that I wanted and I'm probably not going to use. So I'm going to start off with this Farm Fresh. I'm actually really sad that I ruined it because I really liked this sign. But as you can see, it broke there, and I'm just not really, I don't know. I'm on the fence. It's not really my style, so not sure about that. This is another not sure. I just feel like it's too plain with the wood. I don't know. This is another not too sure. And then this floral decor here, I really like how the jar turned out. I thought it's really cute. Super cute, but just not necessarily my colors. So that's another one that I don't think I'm going to use this year. What I am going to use is all of the items over here. These are the items I'm most happy about. So even though I say these aren't my colors, I love this sign so much, even though it has those colors. Mainly because of the faux wood in the back and this. It's just, I love it. This was my favorite one out of all of them. I also love well, I love them all. The ones that I'm keeping, I love all. So the pumpkins I'm going to be using for decor. This mason jar, I'm super happy with how it turned out because I was, again, on the fence with that one. I wasn't sure where it was going, if it was going to work out, but I absolutely love it. And then this pumpkin back here, I really like how it turned out as well. I think it's super cute. I love the colors, and so this is another one I'm going to use as well. So again, I hope you guys enjoyed those fall DIYs this year. I don't think I'm going to have any more this year, so if you're looking for more inspiration, check out my previous years. I have tons of other DIYs that I'll list below for fall, and hope to see you again soon for Christmas DIYs. Thanks for dropping by. Love and peace to you all. Bye.